Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Captain Nemo. Welcome to another Rogue Company video. Today, we're going to be talking about special abilities. We're going to be talking about passive abilities. That's right, we're going to be putting all of that into a tier list for every rogue. Break it all down, talk about why I like them, and why they're so good, or maybe not so good. Remember, this video is chapters, so skip to whatever you like via the chapters below. Make sure to smash the like, hit the subscribe, a lot of cool stuff for Rogue Company you don't want to miss out. And before we get started, remember that this list is personal to me. So that means it might be a bit different for you, right? It depends what kind of rogues you like and how you like to play. The way I'm going to rate this is going to be from top tier to bottom, and the top tier rogues or their abilities are going to be the ones that can help the team the most. Because this game is all about teamwork, that's how you win. So each rogue plays as an important key member of an entire team. So I'm going to be rating them depending on how helpful they are to the whole team. So let's get started. The first set of rogues, the number one, I'm going to start with the best tier and work my way down because, well, I don't know, I just don't like waiting. So I'm going to start with the best, the S tier, number one tier. I have 3 rogue abilities here: Dallas, Talon, and Saint. So let me tell you, why do I like Dallas? He has Target Finder and Recharge. Target Finder reveals the closest enemy for a short duration to the entire team when he snaps his fingers. Recharge will allow him to do it again every time he downs an enemy. So technically speaking, you can continually down people and reveal them to your entire team. That is really helpful when you're playing, again, as a team member. Talon also has a really good ability. He throws a dart and basically gives your entire team a mini radar over a specific area. This is really good and very helpful for team-based games, demolition, and so on. You can throw a dart and basically give your team an eye on a specific area. Throw it behind you so you know when somebody is sneaking up on you. Really good. Mag Gloves is another passive ability that he has, and basically that allows him to pick up a whole bunch of items from far away. He like magnetizes them to his arm and picks them up. That's also really helpful. You can pick up grenades, throw them at the enemies, and so on. Very good. Now the third one is Saint. He's also in my top tier, and that kind of makes sense, right? His ability is Revive Drone. He sends a medical drone to revive down friendlies anywhere on the map. This is a fantastic ability for your entire team. For obvious reasons, you can pick up your teammates without having to be there. Now the passive ability is when you do pick up your teammates, it heals you and the teammates for a significant amount. That's also a really good ability. This is why he is in the top tier. Those 3 rogues, in my opinion, are the absolute best for when it comes to teamwork, and those 3 abilities really help the team. Let's move down 1 tier. Next tier, or the A tier, or the 2 tier, whatever. In the next tier, I have 3 more rogues for you: Glitch, Anvil, and Vi. So let's get started with Glitch. What does Glitch have? He has an ability called Hack. Really amazing. When you activate this device, you can detect nearby enemy signal and infiltrate their systems. You can reverse any of the specials. So if there's an anvil in the team and he throws down the barricade, you can totally destroy it. You can take away special abilities. You can mess with the entire other team. It's a really good ability. I love Glitch, and he's really good to have on your team. His passive ability is Intuition, detects nearby enemy equipment even through walls. So he's a really good rogue to have. Fantastic ability to help, and he's 1 below, but he definitely does help the team, and that's why I put him in this tier. Anvil is also super helpful to the team. He has an ability called Barricade that will close down specific gates, doors. You can help do so many things with it. You can get really creative with the barricade and even barricade yourself between them and the wall. You know, with the bomb and demolition or something like that. There's a lot of clever ways you can use the barricade, especially if there's no glitch on the other team. It's a really good one, and he has also an ability called, passive ability called Immunity, that helps him not get EMP'd or slowed down or blinded and etc. He's a menace. He's definitely helpful to the team because he can be that tank, he can defend, he can do a lot of stuff like this, and that's why I like Anvil. And then the last but not least in this tier, we have Vi, or Vi. She has an ability called Vile Poison. It creates a cluster of poison pools that reduces enemy max health. So it's a really good ability to have. You can throw it in front of you, so as the enemy comes in, they can, you know, the health gets slowed down and your team can take them down a lot faster. It's really helpful ability to have. Her passive is a Leeching Poison. That helps her because basically as the enemies get poisoned, she gets some health back. So Vi can really help the team with her abilities. She's definitely a key member of the Rogue Company, so to speak, and that's why I like her. Next up, we have the B tier or the 3 tier. In this tier, I have 3 rogues for you: Dima, Ronin, and Phantom. So let's talk about it. Why do I like Dima? Well, he's amazing, but he has a really cool ability called MIRV Launcher. Basically, it's a cluster grenade launcher that shoots a bunch of stuff and really helps to clear out a specific area to push the team back. He's a really good rogue for that reason. He's that point man. You can run him in the front and basically deal a whole bunch of damage. He packs a punch with his grenades, with his ability for the MR launcher. He's also got a passive ability, and it's a really good one for the team. It's called Burned. Enemies you down are revealed to your team for a short amount of time. So it's kind of like having a Dallas for a little bit. So whenever you down somebody, people know about it. This is a really good ability to have, and that's why Dima is in this tier right here. The second one, of course, is Ronin. She has an ability called Ballistic Knife, and it's an explosive knife that you can throw at somebody and use that very offensively, but at the same time, you can also use it very defensively when you are basically trying to defend an ability, defend an area or something like that in a team-based type of game. You can throw that and have it be a mini seeking like mine, basically. Like a little trap for the enemy if they wanted to come in and take away your bomb or do something like that. It's really cool. Now, it also has an ability called Underground. She's hidden from the enemy's minimap, so it's a good one to use for sneaking around and basically maybe flanking the enemy, things like that. So it's a really good ability, helps the team in that sense, and that's why I like her. Third in this tier is Phantom. Besides having a really good, obviously, gun and being able to help the team this way, she has an ability called Nano Smoke. Equipping a smoke grenade, it reveals the enemies in that area. So whenever she throws the smoke grenade, anybody that walks into it gets revealed. So this is also a really good ability to have for you to help your team. Now, a passive ability is called Grievous Wounds. Damaging an enemy delays their health regeneration. That also helps the team. If you can shoot somebody, it slows down their health regeneration, so you can go, or your teammates can go and finish them off. That helps the team. All 3 of these rogues, as you notice with their abilities, help the team, and that's why they're in the B tier. The 3 tier, let's move on. Tier 4, or C tier, whatever. Yeah, in this tier, I have 2 rogues for you. We have Scorch and a Lancer. So Scorch has an ability called Overheat. For a period of time, your firearms and melee attacks will set enemies on fire. And of course, she has a passive ability called Fireproof. So this is really good because, again, just like Dima, you're able to push with Scorch. She can play that point woman in the front. She can do a lot. She can really help move the team and push them back. That's why I put her into this tier. She's just a bit below Dima in my opinion, because she does have that ability, but she doesn't have the passive ability to reveal enemies that helps the entire team, and that's kind of why she's in the lower tier. She's a great rogue to play with, but unfortunately her ability is literally just to push. That's what will help the team. Now she has, of course, her own ability, and that helps her single-handedly. She can go in and basically take down anybody if she throws the overheat on, but as far as the teamwork, that's how you would use her. The second one in this tier would be Lancer. Again, a great rogue. Her ability is quick and quiet, gain increased movement speed, quieter movement, and the immunity to reveals for duration or until firing your weapon. And she has a passive ability called Elusive. Activating a dodge roll reloads her currently equipped weapon. So why is she in this tier? Well, she's an amazing rogue, right? Just like Scorch, Lancer is very good. The thing about Lancer is you would really use her to flank. She helps the team because she can flank the enemy. She can get to a specific location faster. She has that quick and quiet ability. In my opinion, it's even better than Scorch. It's situational though, because you use her as a team to do some flanking, to possibly get to the objective a little bit faster, to do things like that. She's great for the team, but with just that ability. That's why kind of her and Scorch are in this tier. In the D tier, or the fifth tier, the lonely 5th tier, we have Trench. Trench isn't here because he does have a very good ability that can, technically speaking, help the team. Barbed wire grenade. It creates a field of barbed wire that slows the enemy down. And his passive is a gadget up, so it carries an additional gadget. It's a really good ability. It can't help, but unfortunately, barbed wire, in my opinion, is not a very good perk. It does slow down specific enemies. It is very situational. It can help in some cases, help the team in some cases, but Not at all. To be honest with you, having a glitch on the other side or throwing a grenade or just basically being able to chop right through the barbed wire grenade, it really isn't a very powerful ability, and that's why he's sitting in this tier. The last tier, the 6th tier, or the F tier, right? Well, it wouldn't be an F. This is the let's not say it, because Chuck is an awesome rogue, but unfortunately his ability really does not help the team almost at all. I mean, he has 2 abilities. Well, he has a special ability and a passive ability, right? The special one is called Stim Pack. It overheals yourself for a duration and revives yourself while you're down. And the passive is Grit. While you're down, you can gain increased health and the ability to dodge roll. This is very good for you, and it can be good for the team in a specific situation. You can use him, Chuck, to basically push in somewhere if he overheals himself and jumps in. You could use him to get in a specific area or maybe to revive himself, but really, generally speaking, it's one of the rogues, in my opinion, with the least helpful abilities to the entire team, and that is why I put him at the bottom, at the last tier. That, ladies and gentlemen, is my tier list. So to recap, in the S tier or tier 1, we have Dallas, Talon, and Saint. In the A tier or tier 2, we have Anvil, Glitch, and V, or Vi. In the 3rd tier, tier B, we have Demo, Ronin, and Phantom. Tier 4 is Scorch and Lancer. Tier 5 is Trench. And the last, but not least, of course, is Chuck in tier E, or the last tier in this list. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed my list. Let me know if you agree with it, you disagree with it, what you think about it. Do you think I should change some stuff? Did I get something wrong? Let me know down below in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. While you're down there, make sure to smash the like button, hit the sub, and while you're here, check out this video. This is a really cool one, and I'll see you there.